Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are still going down Long Hill and we are heading towards Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to look at some of the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. In the news today, in Saturday's video, I carried a report about an 11-year-old girl who was 6 months pregnant. Well, she's actually 28 weeks pregnant. I also reported that detectives at the Falmouth Sissooka office, they had arrested and charged her stepfather for 4 counts of rape. His name is Jason Jarrett, but he is popularly known as Tommy. Tommy is 29 years old and he's living at Spicy Hill in the Duncans area of Trelawney. I had reported that from time to time, the 11-year-old girl, she would be sent to her stepfather on weekends and public holidays to spend time with him, and that was when he sexually assaulted her. Now, many persons commented and they were saying that the child's mother should have been arrested and charged. I did some digging and this is what I found out. The child's mother is about 28 years old and she left to the United States some time ago and she did not return to Jamaica. She left her daughter and a younger child with her mother, that's their grandmother. That mother/grandmother is a police officer and she's stationed in the parish of Trelawney. It is said that from time to time, it was the grandmother who would send the 11-year-old girl to go and stay with the stepfather. What we're also finding out is that it was one of the 11-year-old girl's aunts who took her to seek medical attention and found out that she was pregnant. Not the grandmother who she is living with. So, you grandmother who is a police officer, is it true that you had an 18 or 19-year-old guy living at your house and he too was molesting your 11-year-old granddaughter? Is it true that since things bust out, you told the guy to leave the house? Trelawney Police High Command, please do some more digging because this is heights of carelessness on the part of someone who should know a wholly better. Stand by. More to come. In this next report, on Friday, I carried a report. It was about an incident that took place on Thursday morning, November 20, about minutes after 7 o'clock. It took place in front of the Bright Sparks Nursery and Kindergarten at Bridgeport Road in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. A 36-year-old female, she had parked her black 2014 Honda Fit motorcar along the roadway and she left the engine running. She went into the school to drop off a child, but when she returned, the car was missing. A hoodlum thief it. Well, what we're learning is that on Friday, November 21, the police, they recovered the said 2014 Honda Fit motorcar on the compound of the Portmore Missionary Church at Bridgeport in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. Why may I tell you? Now, in this next report, we are learning that early Saturday morning, November 22, at minutes to 6 o'clock, a team of police officers, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they carried out a raid at Farm Pen in the parish of Westmoreland. During the search, bingo, if you look on your screen, that HS 2000 black and silver 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds, were found under a pillar and a bed inside the house. As a result, 3 persons were at the house. They were taken into police custody pending further investigation. One is called Siva. He is 30 years old. A female known as Chrisan. She is 32 years old. And a 16-year-old named Mark of a Shrewsbury Petersfield address. Investigations are continuing. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And officers, job well done. In this report on Saturday morning, November 22, at minutes after 9 o'clock, residents, they saw the body of a male floating along the Port Henderson Canal in the vicinity of the bridge at West Bay in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. The police, they were called, and the body, it was taken out of the water by marine police. The scene was processed by the police. Now, up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten his name, but he appeared to be in his 60s, of a dark complexion, medium built with a low haircut. He was wearing a yellow shirt and black shorts. A post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain his cause of death. In the meantime, investigations are continuing. This one, it took place on Thursday afternoon, November 20, about 5:30. It took place along the Hague Main Road, near to the intersection to the Eaton's Pepper Factory in the parish of Trelawney. Our information is that white 2021 Ford pickup truck, it was parked on the left south shoulder of the Hague Main Road, like you're heading towards Senton. It was facing the said Senton direction. A guy named David Jr. Myers, but he was popularly known as Brown Man. Brown Man was 25 years old and he's from the parish of Senton, but he was living at Zion District in the parish of Trelawney. Brown Man, he was riding that pink 2025 Champion CG200 motorcycle on your screen. Reports are that Brown Man, he was riding along the said south shoulder that the pickup was parked on. Brown Man, he ended up losing control of the bike, which fell and slid with him on it. The bike, it slid for some distance and collided into the left back section of the pickup truck. Brown Man, he fell off the bike and he came to a stop at the left back wheel of the truck. Brown Man, he ended up dying on the spot. Sad indeed. Now, in this next report, on Saturday, I updated a report. It was about the death of a guy who was shot and killed by the police last week, Monday afternoon, November 17 at minutes to 5 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of Miami Drive along the Gregory Park main road in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. He was killed while he was traveling in a grey Toyota Axia motor car in an alleged shootout with the police. One loaded gun was reportedly found in the car. His name is Malik Tajay Gutzmore. He was 23 years old and he was living at 60 Dover Avenue in the Gregory Park area of St. Catherine. There is Malik to the right of your screen. The man to your left is Malik's father. His name is Avalon Gutzmore, but he was popularly known as Packa. Packa, he used to run that shop on your screen on Valencia Pathway in the Gregory Park area of St. Catherine. That shop was called God Bless Grocery. Now, word on the street is that on Monday night, August 9, 2021, about 8:15, Malik, he shot and killed one of his cousins named Omar Ricketts, but he was popularly known as Scratchy. Scratchy was a 39-year-old steelworker living at Banga Gully in the Gregory Park area. He was shot and killed at Dennis Avenue in the same Gregory Park area. Reports are that Scratchy, he went into a shop to buy chicken and chips when he was shot and killed by Malik. 2 days later, on Wednesday morning, August 11, 2021, 40-year-old Packa, he was in his shop when someone came into the shop and said, "Serve." Packa, he came to serve the guy who pulled a gun and opened gunfire, killing him on the spot. We are told that those two killings, they caused a rift between Packa and Scratchy's family. Remember now, both Packa and Scratchy, they were cousins and This led to more bloodshed. Friends were also targeted. That guy on your screen, his name is Shawn Carless Sr., but he was also known as Speedy or Naka Naka. He was born on March 25, 1977. Naka Naka, he was said to be friends of Scratchy's side of family. On Friday, September 17, 2021, some hoodlums called Naka Naka to come over on the Gulf in Gregory Park for an old car. When he reached, he was ambushed and killed. There is Naka Naka's son on your screen. His name is Shawn Carless Jr., but he was also known as Badman. Shawn, he was born on August 4, 1999. He lived at Christian Penn in the Gregory Park area. It is well known that Shawn, he has a brother who is involved in hoodlum activities now. Some persons, they are saying that Shawn was a good, humble and hardworking guy, while some persons are saying that Shawn, he was also a hoodlum. One thing is for certain is that Shawn, he was gainfully employed. On Saturday evening, July 8 at minutes after 5 o'clock, Shawn, he was sitting at the front of a hardware where he worked at Christian Penn when a motorcycle rode up with two hoodlums aboard. The pillion was said to be none other than Malik Gutzmore. He pulled a gun and opened gunfire hitting Shawn to his upper body. They then rode away and made good their escape. Residents, they rushed Shawn to the Spanish Town Hospital, but it was too late. He was pronounced DEAD on arrival. Well, last week, Monday afternoon, Malik's days of making duppies came to an end. He was taken out in a hail of bullets. The mayhem. This next report, it has murder written all over it. It took place last night, Sunday, November 23, almost 10 o'clock. It took place in front of a hardware along the Landile Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. Reports are that a team of police officers from the Specialized Operations Branch, they were conducting a roadblock along the road. A grey 2017 BMW motor car, it was coming along the road. It was being driven by a young man named Bjorn Ellis, but he was popularly known as Cody. Cody was 30 years old and he was living at Bark District in the Burn Savannah area of Westmoreland. A female was also in the car with Cody. The police, they are claiming that they stopped the BMW motor car and Cody gave them the impression that he was gonna stop, then sped off towards one of the police officers who was armed with an M16 rifle. They are claiming that that police officer, he jumped out of the way and opened gunfire at the car. In the end, Cody, he received gunshot wounds to his chest and he died as a result. The female who was in the car, she was not hurt. Something alright. Something not right. This looked like cold-blooded murder on the part of the police. Stand by. More to come. In this next report, we are learning that a guy, his name is Tajay McGrath. Tajay is 27 years old and he's living at Raya Bueno in the parish of Trelawney. Word on the street is that some time ago, Tajay, he was involved in lottery scamming and he made some money. Unconfirmed reports are that Tajay, he was robbed of that money and since then, it licked him cheap. Tajay, he developed mental issues and he has been an outpatient at the Falmouth Mental Health Clinic. Tajay, he's known to act violently when him head take him. Tajay, he's involved with a female. That female and that guy on your screen, they are brother and sister. His name is Lawayne Green. Lawayne was 35 years old and he was also living at Rio Bueno in Trelawney. We are learning that sometime last week, Tajay and Lawayne's sister, they had a dispute. Lawayne, he learned about the dispute and either Thursday or Friday of last week. Tajay, he was walking through the Rearburner Square when Lawayne confronted him. Lawayne tackled Tajay about the dispute with his sister and both of them started to argue. The argument, it led to a fight and it is reported that Tajay, he used the construction level to hit Lawayne several times in his head, causing serious wounds. Lawayne, he was rushed to the St. Bay Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. Lawayne, he was later transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries on Saturday afternoon, November 22, about minutes after 1 o'clock. Tajay, he was later held by the police and he is in police custody facing murder charges. The mayhem. In this next report, a 24-year-old technician, he is in police custody and he will be charged for killing his co-worker. The guy in police custody is Matthew-Voy Smallwood and he's living at Burke Road in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. Reports are that last night, Sunday, November 23, about 9 o'clock, Matthew, he was at work at Port Esquivel in the Old Harbour area in the parish of St. Catherine when he got involved in an argument with one of his co-workers. That co-worker's name is Jason Wallace. He was 28 years old. During the argument, it is alleged that Matthew, he used a pair of scissors to stab Jason to the left side of his chest. Jason, he was rushed to the Maypen Hospital by another co-worker where he died at minutes to 10 o'clock whilst he was being treated. Like I said, Matthew is now in police custody facing a murder charge. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, the question many persons in and around Negril are asking is, who was it that killed that man on your screen and why? His name is Mr. Everton Oxford Barrett, but anyone who knew him called him Badras. On Sunday, November 30th, coming up, Badras, he will be celebrating his 62nd birthday. He lived at Whitehall Phase 3 in the Negril area of Westmoreland. Now, Badras, he was known to many as a jovial person who would drink his rum, make fun and dance. Now, I'm going to be showing you a video of Badras and there will be a song playing in the background. That song is called Consider Me and it was done by Glenn Washington. Due to YouTube's copyright policy, I cannot play the song in its original format. I'm gonna change the voice a bit. Look and listen.
Yeah, man, sure, give money, man, sure.
What's the Buddha I'm drinking from?
No fear, man, no, give money, man, sure, where buy.
Yeah, you're not saying no, be good, it's still no, cause let's drink my next beer and... Okay.
like I said, that is what Badras was known for. Drink him liquor, dance and make fun. But early yesterday morning, Sunday, November 23, at 1:45 o'clock, gunshots were heard being fired in the Whitehall Phase 3 area of Negril, and the police were called. When the police went and made checks, Badras, he was seen lying on his back along the roadway in a pool of blood. Badras, he was inspected, and a single gunshot wound was seen to his face. Badras, he died on the spot. The Negril police are investigating. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
From the hills to the town, we bring the link. Straight facts, no mix up, no gimmick, no wing. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lights in up.
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican vice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we announce.
No gimmick, no way. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lighting up the ring.
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click on. News with the vibes, and that we are on. Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click on. News with the vibes, and that we are on.
It's not me being she a command out them and it Johnny you damn catch a fire me feel rated. Inna the race that rap and no fates why we bleak when we coming on me cross silence. From me hills to the town we bring the link. Straight facts no mix up no gimmick no wing. You tune in now get the real insight cause Papa News Link lighting up the